What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Eat What You Sow with Co. So today we are going to do a vegan Irish stew. So last year I did corned beef hash. I almost ended up doing that again, but I forgot I freaking actually did it last friggin' year. So anyways, if you want to see that episode, I'll post a link above. But super excited to do this Irish stew. So I'm making this up myself. So I did like some research as to what goes in Irish stews. So hopefully this turns out good, but super excited to have you back with me. If you haven't already, you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe below. Also hit the bell so you can get notified when I post future episodes. All right, you guys, let me show you the ingredients that I'm gonna use for this stew. The first thing I'm gonna do for the plant meat in this recipe, I am going to use Beyond sausages because if you guys have not had these, they're the flippin' bomb. Just an FYI, these are the flippin' bomb. I hella like the burgers, but I think I actually like these better than the flippin' burgers, and that's hard to do. But these things are bomb. I'm just gonna add like a little bit of oil in this little like pot wok. I guess it's called a wok. I don't know what the difference is between like a wok and a pot, but got this big old pan pot sort of thing. So add some oil in there, turn this flippin' thing on. So we're just gonna let this thing like heat up. Here's how I'm gonna season the brats. If you haven't heard, which at this point, if you haven't heard, that means that this is probably the first time you're watching one of my episodes. Smoked paprika is the flippin' bomb, you guys. Like seriously the bomb. Like if you are not cooking with smoked paprika, all you new vegans or anybody who's trying vegan food, you're missing out. Smoked paprika is excellent. Love smoked paprika. So I'm gonna season them in this thing. So I'm gonna use smoked paprika, like a ton of smoked paprika, because like I said, smoked paprika, if you have not heard, bird is the word. Why is it popping like that? Do you hear that popping? That's like scary as hell. Okay, and I'm also gonna do a little bit of garlic, minced garlic in here. Not too much, probably, I don't know, what is that, a tablespoon? I don't know, teaspoon, couple things. So I'm gonna let that fry up in there. I'm also going to add some onion slices, some dried onion slices, because like I love onions, but Dave hates like big old chunks of onions. So I'm adding like dried onion slices, but you guys can add like regular onion if you like onion. So I'm just gonna put these little things in there and fry these up. I guess I could just dump them. I want all the yummy, freaking delicious juices from these Beyond Brats in this little pot. So that's why I'm frying all these up beforehand. Okay, I did not realize that all that stuff is gonna stick to them. I don't know if I want that all sticking. So like I said, you guys, this is an experiment. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll tell you guys, I cannot flippin' wait to go to freaking Ireland one day and like hear everybody talk. Like that accent is my favorite freaking accent in the world. Like that freaking accent's the best. I cannot wait to go to freaking Ireland and like drink all the beer and listen to people flippin' talk. That is definitely on me and my sister's list of places to go. Definitely on the bucket list is freaking Ireland. These freaking brats are delicious. I normally make these on a cast iron skillet with smoked paprika and garlic salt and just put them on a flippin' bun and eat them. Like they are freaking delicious. If you have been to Ireland or you're even from Ireland or whatever, let me know in the comments. Like, let me know how it was. Let me know where you ate vegan. Let me know what you ate. And let me know, like, how fabulous freaking Ireland is. Okay, so I think these are cooked enough. So we're going to take them out and put them back. I'm just putting them back in this thing. Hopefully, like, this doesn't burn a flipping hole in this thing. I don't know if it can withstand heat. I don't know. So I'm going to put them back in here and let them, like, sit there and just sit there. Oh my God. Okay, they're leaking through the flipping bottom, you guys. So you probably don't want to put it back in this thing. Okay, let me get like a bowl or something.
Nice.
Oh my God, that's hotter than hell. Hotter than hell. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is cut these potatoes. I got red skin potatoes, but I think you guys can use whatever potatoes you want. So I'm gonna keep them in big like chunks because that appears to be like what people do. So as soon as I cut them, I'm just gonna throw them in here. So what I read, you guys, is like parsley is like really important for Irish dishes. So I got like all of this flippin' parsley. So I'm just gonna like, okay, I think I'm gonna use half of this. So you wanna cut up your parsley. I'm just gonna cut it up. And you could probably use like the seasoning, the parsley seasoning. I don't know why I'm like being fancy. And like cutting up parsley by hand, but whatever. And I don't know, I'm assuming you're not supposed to eat the sticks of parsley, right? Are you supposed to eat the stick part? I don't know. So I'm just gonna use the leaves. Oh my God, that smells good. Oh my gosh, that smells like Ireland. Like, if I could imagine what Ireland smells like, pretty sure it smells like this flippin' parsley right here. This reminds me of four-leaf clovers. Oh my God, no wonder why parsley's a big deal. So I'm gonna measure this. I think it's probably like a half a cup of parsley. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna dump that in there. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna add is these carrots, which Dave is gonna hate these carrots. He hates carrots. Like, who the hell hates carrots? I don't know. I'm not a big carrot person either. So my mom told me to leave them in whole. So if this sucks, this is all her fault because I talked to her and told her my idea of this. And she said, no, leave the carrots whole. So leaving them whole. So just gonna sprinkle some carrots in here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, making it even 10 carrots. And these are like the little baby carrots. Cut and peeled. I'm going to add some vegan Worcestershire, reminds me of Cheshire Cat, sauce in there. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of this. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not know that was gonna pour out like that. Holy crap. Okay, I better dump this teaspoon back in the jar because I'm pretty sure I got a teaspoon in there. What the hell? Did you see that fly out of there? Look at the top of this thing. Look at the top of this thing, it's wide open. So it just like poured completely out. I really hope that was only 1 freaking teaspoon. Okay, and then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of pickling spice. What in the hell? I'm gonna break my nail trying to get in this. There we go. And let's do it over the thing again, Corinne, because you didn't learn the first time. Okay, you know what? Oh, there's another, look, on the lid, there's a spot for putting your thing in there. Ha! So I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of pickling spice. And then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And then I'm gonna grind some pepper in here to your liking, but and then we're gonna add some vegetable broth. Now, I don't know how much flipping vegetable broth this requires, so I took 2 cans out, but I'll let you guys know how much it ended up being down below. I'm just gonna put the lid on this thing, cook it on low heat for about an hour, and then we'll check the potatoes to see if how they're looking. Hopefully this freaking turns out good, because I'm really excited about this, and like if I can make this by myself and like figure out how to freaking do this, like I'm gonna be seriously patting myself on the flipping back. Okay, you guys, so while our stew is cooking up, let's look for some fun facts. I already did St. Patrick's Day fun facts. And why is this, my thing is falling. Okay, so I already did St. Patrick's Day facts in my other St. Patrick's Day episode that I did last year. So this year, let's do some fun facts about leprechauns. Like, I want to be a flippin' leprechaun. Like, I want to sit there and like ride a flippin' rainbow and like fall into a flippin' pot of gold. Like, I want to be a flippin' leprechaun. I'm a little big for a leprechaun, but I still want to be one. Unless I'm the scary leprechaun in the movie Leprechaun, the horror movie Leprechaun. First fun fact about leprechauns. Leprechauns are members of the fairy folk, which I love flippin' fairies too. Love fairies. I used to collect them. Love fairies. According to Irish mythology, a leprechaun is a type of male fairy who inhabits the island of Ireland. Is Ireland an island? I didn't know Ireland was an island. Second fun fact about leprechauns. You can find an entire museum in Dublin that's solely dedicated to leprechauns. It also claims to be the first leprechaun museum in the world. So now I know another freaking place I'm going when I make my way down to flippin' Ireland. Third fun fact about leprechauns. In Celtic mythology, the Tuatha De Danann, I can never say words in these freaking facts, you guys, was a magical race that inhabited Ireland before the arrival of Malaysians. The fate of that word again. After their defeat at the hands of the Malaysians, I don't know if I'm saying freaking that word right either. I think it's Malaysians. No. Some claim that the goddess Danu sent them to live in the land of the young. Another theory claims that the Tuatha De Danann came to terms with the Malaysians and settled with living underground in Ireland. One more bonus fun fact about freaking leprechauns, because like I freaking love leprechauns. This is a fun fact because I also freaking love Vikings. If you guys do not watch the show Vikings, like seriously, that show's the bomb. Like, you gotta freaking love Lagatha, right? Legend said that a Viking once fooled a kind and trusting leprechaun into revealing the location of his secret treasure, which is exactly why leprechauns tend to avoid humans. According to the tale, the shipwrecked Viking pretended to be ill and was taken in by a kind leprechaun to allow him to recover. However, the Viking repaid the leprechaun kindness by tricking it into revealing the location of its hidden treasure, which was at a beautiful garden that was protected by a magic spell. All right, you guys, so there's your fun facts about leprechauns. Facts, I should say, about freaking leprechauns. I mean, who knows? People think Bigfoot's out there, or like the big, what's the thing in the water? Loch Ness. So who knows? There could be flippin' leprechauns. Why not? You never flippin' know. Okay, you guys, so our stew has been cooking for an hour and it's looking pretty freaking good. And the potatoes seem like they're soft. So now we're gonna add the cabbage and the Beyond Brats back in. So super interesting fact that I learned. Irish stew, like they don't use cabbage. Like the cabbage thing, I don't know if that's an American thing or what, but like I wanted to add cabbage because I freaking love cabbage. Dave does not like cabbage, but that's too bad. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do like chunks of this cabbage. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I was hoping it would be like pretty chunks. I see like fancy stuff where they have like pretty chunks. the juice part, I feel like it needs maybe a little more juice. I don't know. So I just added the cabbage in there like that. So now I'm just gonna cut these up into chunks. I didn't want to cook them with them in there because I don't know if you can cook them with them in there or not, if they would stay good or what. Oh, almost lost a brat. And I don't know, you guys, about the liquid in this thing. I don't know if it needs more liquid. I guess I'm good. I don't know. I'm gonna be proud of myself if this freaking turns out edible. Is there water in cabbage?
What?
I think. So maybe the cabbage will give it some more water. Okay, so now that we got our brats back in and our cabbage, I'm gonna let that cook up for like 30 minutes on low heat. I think 30. I'll check it in 15, but I'll put below how long to actually freaking cook it. So let's check out our stew. I'm so excited. I really hope that this freaking turns out good. And if it does, like, I'm gonna be super surprised. Ooh, that looks so good. That looks bomb. I guess it's good. I don't know. So I'm gonna turn the heat off of that stew and I'm gonna dish some up for me and I'll taste test it first. And then when Dave gets home, he can perform his taste test. I guess I'll put a carrot in there. I think it's weird to have big carrots, so probably, I don't know. If you guys like carrots, you might want to do big carrots, but if you don't, you might want to like cut your carrots up. All right. Did you guys see that? That was such a close call. Holy crap. I would have been very upset if this entire stew dumped on the floor. At least I would have had one bowl, but if it would have dumped on my hand, that would have been scary. I burned my finger yesterday with the steamer. I have this steamer, which I never used a steamer, but that steamer, I'm obsessed with the steamer now. So I used that the other day, but didn't realize how flippin' hot it is when you go to take something out of a freaking steamer and you take the lid off, it burns the hell out of you. So you gotta be careful with a flippin' steamer. All right, you guys, so here's our stew. Here's what it looks like. It looks pretty freaking tasty. So let me try it and let you know that bowl is hotter than hell. You get a piece of every item in here. Potatoes are freaking cooked good. And we get a Beyond piece, a potato, and a cabbage. That's a big freaking bite right there. I better blow it. You see all the steam coming off of this thing? All right, so I'm gonna try this now.
911, what's your emergency?
Well, that was still too hot. I'm pretty sure my tongue looks like my freaking finger now. All right, let me try this again with a carrot in there. Where are you going, cabbage? Get on the spoon. Still too hot. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let this sit for a minute and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I've had some flippin' time to ice my tongue, let me try this again. Oh my God, you guys, that is delicious. I cannot believe that this turned out good. This is so good. It's super, I can't believe it. Like, it actually has flavor. The potatoes are cooked perfectly. The cabbage is cooked perfectly. Even the freaking carrot is cooked perfectly. Like, I'm so impressed, and more so, I am surprised. I'm just like blown away that this turned out good. I really did not think that this was gonna turn out the way it did. Like, this is freaking delicious. So rating 1 to 10 on this, I am freaking giving this one a 9. Like this, I really, really, really like this. Like, you guys are looking for something to make on St. Patrick's Day? Definitely, I would recommend this thing. When Dave gets home, we'll have him taste test it. I think he's gonna actually like this also. Stay tuned. Hi, Leprechaun.
Oh, the luck of the Irish it is today. What up? I had all the luck of the Irish riding with me today.
I know.
That was crazy.
So this is Irish stew. And I made this and I came up with it on my own.
Did you now?
I did.
I said, what's supposing me coming up with the idea for that now? Irish stew, huh?
Irish stew. What are you doing?
Irish. This wasn't part of the
I know, but it's cooked. You said that you'll try stuff if it's cooked.
I think I'd rather take my chances with a flat tire on the freeway.
That's not nice. Dave had a tire issue, so it's really late now.
It was a tire explosion. It wasn't like a
tire explosion, and he rode on the rim on the freeway all the way freaking home.
It's a big deal.
Almost home, not all the way home.
Well, you know, I didn't want him to follow me all the way to my house. That's probably why I made it through. You got all this lucky crap hanging up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what should I ask? What's in it? What's in this? You guys know already. I don't. What is it?
It's Irish stew.
Okay.
I think you try it first.
No, I want to know.
You don't need to know. When you know it, it becomes a thing. It becomes a thing. Oh, I don't like it now because I know so and so's in there.
Well, I know this is in there, and I'm still gonna try it. That looks like cabbage.
It's an Irish stew. Did you know that cabbage is actually, that's not what they put in Irish stew in Ireland?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
That
cabbage.
was sauerkraut.
No, it's. I'm not telling you what the other ingredients are because then you're gonna know what's in the stew.
Is it haggis? Are we eating haggis?
What's haggis?
Haggis.
What is a haggis?
I don't know. It just sounds Irish.
You're eating one piece. Okay. You're not even getting. Okay, whatever. Go ahead. Eat your food. When I tried it, I had a big portion. Do you want me to make you a bite? I had a portion of all items on my fork. So
You are absolutely. Do you understand? What are you doing?
I'm making you a bite of all items. There we go. There's a carrot.
Do you honestly think you're gonna follow through and finish this little spoon-fed situation?
I'm not trying to feed you. I'm just
No,
trying
that's
to prepare a bite.
She's not. What would you call
I
it?
just want to make sure you get all accents.
Show me what an airplane does.
I just want to
Come
make
on.
sure you
Show
get
me. What's
all accents.
Open up
of
the
meal.
hangar. Huh? Is that the airplane? I can't believe.
Choo, choo, choo. Are you serious? Choo, choo, choo. Oh my god, it's on my thing. Babe, you'll stain my thing. You can't do that. You're wasting food.
It has varnish on it. You
No,
know?
it says don't get it wet.
What would the baby do? I mean, you want to
Oh
treat me
my
like a
God.
baby? I'm gonna act like a baby.
Oh, baby.
Just because your car got wrecked doesn't mean you need to wreck my dinner.
I'm only allowed to have one thing in a bite, but notice everything in here is at least spoon sized. So unless you want me to eat it with this,
Well, you have a big enough mouth for it.
coming from you, that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Can I have a suggestion?
No, you haven't even tried it. You don't
I
get
know.
to give suggestions.
Can I use a fork?
You're pretty sure you're supposed to eat a stew with
No.
a spoon.
All right. Well, I hate to interrupt. Cut. Your nose is running, baby. Too many in this house. What the hell? Back to your stations. Markers. Markers. Tink. Come on. Markers.
What is that?
You don't know what markers are?
Oh yeah, when you mark the ground
Why would you mark the ground, babe?
for somebody to stand there.
Wow! Even though I pointed at the ground and gave you all
Well, you were doing it like with a weird accent.
That was old-timey, see? 1930s, see? Get the markers, see?
I see.
Yeah. You want to explain what causes earthquakes and volcanoes?
No, I want you to eat the stew.
You don't want to bring that up now?
No.
You sure?
Okay, you've eaten 2 potatoes.
Do I have a limit?
3 potatoes. Why do you keep only eating potatoes? Can you try something different, please?
I like this. It's pretty good.
I know! It's so good! Are you gonna eat the carrot? It's very, very cooked. Oh!
I'm in a really joyful mood. I watch my life flash before my eyes, maybe.
You gotta try the little vegetable part right there. Part you keep avoiding.
Well, because I know what that is. You want me to try the cabbage?
Do you want some more?
More? Shout out to Darby O'Gill.
Who's Darby O'Gill?
Oh my
Can
God.
you face the camera? He always uses all these terms. I have no idea what he's talking about.
You know who Groundskeeper Willie is?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Oh, shit. I didn't even know. Supposing I don't like your food, what will you do about it?
So you liked it?
Do I look like the kind of person who will eat something I do not like?
You look like a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your rating? 1 to 10?
What I rate the
gumbo?
Yeah, what
A 10?
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, this got to be almost a 9 then.
I rated this one a 9.
Yes. You're about 8.5, 9. It's close to a 9.
Why are you trying to reduce it now? Now that I said I rated a 9, you're trying to reduce it.
Give it a 9. It's really good.
I know. It came out really
Ah,
good.
see, I know.
I'm
I
impressed
know.
with myself. I am. I'm totally popping collars. Popping.
Nobody even says that anymore.
I just said it, so I'm a somebody.
Like I said, nobody says that anymore.
I got you something. This is as bad as the gas station rose that you gave to me 2 days after Valentine's Day.
Well, they gave it to you because somebody gave it to me to get rid of.
Yeah, he gives me a rose. Comes home, gives me a rose, which I'm like anti rose, but anyway, he gives me a rose, and he's like, "Here you go. You can throw this away." The lady at the gas station gave it to me because she was throwing it away. I'm like, "Oh,
I don't do flowers.
thanks. I'd rather have a plant, not a flower." And so I was very surprised that he gave me a rose, and then come to find
I
out.
only gave it to you because it was sitting on the seat of the car. I forgot
Yeah,
to throw it out the window.
and that's worse.
I don't do flowers and stuff. I do, full engine rebuilds and brand new rims and brakes and tires and paint jobs and
And then he does roses that, will basically kill
yeah.
you.
See, well, just like our relationship.
All right, well, thank you for rating it.
That's all we're gonna rate. Because there's one more thing I can rate. This one is rated on a point system, like 0.01 to 0.08 and above. You want to know what it is? That's a 0.21. I would say at least 2 bottles of apple juice. Am I close?
No, not 2 bottles. One and 0.75.
One.
1.75.
If we round up like your ratings, that would be close to a 2.
Do a jig.
Am I here to amuse you? I'm funny, huh? Why am I funny? What's so funny? You tell me why I'm so funny. You do the jig. Why do I gotta do the jig? You do the jig. Do I look like the kind of guy that's gonna do the jig? You do the jig. Let me see you do the jig, tough guy. Do it. All right, I'm done.
What show's that from?
It's not a show.
Or movie? Scarface?
Oh! Scarface? What?
Taxi
I'm
driver?
absolutely disrespected.
Taxi driver?
No. That's a whole nother line. You talking to me?
I know that
You talking
one.
to me? Well, then you didn't know it was Taxi Driver. You didn't know that one.
No, I knew that. I know that line from Taxi
Oh
Driver.
my God. 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Come on, we'll stay here all night. What movie is it?
I'm trying to think of all the Italian movies.
They're not Italian movies.
The mafia movies. Think for a minute. Pretty tired, considering it's 10 o'clock.
No excuse. I can't believe you don't know the movie that I'm talking about. Is the movie that I've seen 1,000 times. You can't even tell me the name of the movie.
I feel like I know it.
You don't know.
Hold on, I feel like I do.
How many fellas are in it?
Oh, the Goodfellas.
Jesus.
Goodfellas. So we have our final ratings in. So Dave rated this a 9, and I also rated this a 9. This recipe is really good, you guys. I would definitely recommend it.
You know what I recommend? Brushing up on your movies.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the circle in my face where I'm popping up on the screen. Also, if you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you guys have a good St. Patrick's Day, and I look forward to next time.